Hi, guys. So please, somebody let me know if things get crappy. I just got off the road. I'm in, I know it's late, but I missed you guys. And hi, Mrs. Nevada. Nomadic Brit and Jamie O. And Yoko Ono. I love it. Hello. So, how's your day going? Where are you guys at? I'm in the truck. I like night driving. I really like night driving. I used to, when I worked at JB Hunt, I used to, like, that was my shift. Um, I really liked it. Mrs. Nevada needs a wrench. All right, wrench party. So I tried to get Jerome to come on, but he's going to bed. I'm going to have Jerome on for like his own little uh interview time. We've been trying, but it just hasn't worked out. Truckers Education Network is in the house. What's happening, Shannon? I'm in my jammas, and I just got about almost 600 miles today, which I'm pretty proud of because driving out of Minnesota was deadly. Matter of fact, it didn't get clear. It was the same icy situation all the way down to Cedar, right before probably maybe 100 miles right before Cedar Rapids, Iowa. I was coming down like I-35. Um, Very stressful morning after I got loaded. Winter's here, you guys. Jaywalk is in the house. Oh yeah, I was frozen. Okay, so I wanted to tell you that I got the bunk heater fixed. I'm all nice and toasty. I'm feeling great. Now, should I even speak it? Truck's in great shape, like all the way around. So I feel like I thought I was out of the woods, but then my bunk heater quit. So I feel like we finally made it. So, Justice, you can handle it. You're back in salt truck area. Yeah. Well, okay. So now that was this morning. I was in Minnesota. Now I'm almost to Mississippi. Picked up a load in Minnesota, and I'm taking it to that winter ice road trucking. I was very much ice road trucking this morning, and come on, what is in the house? Hi, Bill. Oh, he's in it. It's cold up there. Trucking with T-Bone's in the house. He says, "Evening, y'all." Nevada says, "Oh yeah, okay." Yeah. Thank you for coming in, Britt, and all of you. Thank you so much. I'm just kind of doing a wind down. I just wanted to hang out for a minute, if that's all right. Throwing up any links. I just wanted to hang out as I wind down. You know, I can never like. Some days I can go straight to sleep, but I did load, so great use. I didn't even. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We might have trouble with the internet tonight. Am I still frozen? Am I moving? Am I still froze? Somebody type something in the chat. Let me know. Can you hear me? What's going on? What's Is it working now? Okay, thank you, Jaywalk. Yeah. I don't know if you missed everything I just said or what. Okay, this trucking life says it's spotty. Yeah, I got a really low signal for some reason, which is stupid because I have all the bars on the phone. I'm trying to reach. Was in the house. Twitch SK. Thank you guys for coming in. That's awesome. I didn't know who would be up tonight, so I was just taking a chance. Was in the house. Twitch SK. Uh-oh. Thank you guys. You can't talk. Okay. Mrs. Nevada, everybody in here. Yeah, Mrs. Nevada was the only one. I'm sorry, Danny. It's buffering now. Damn it. Does that help so to be quick so I know? Is it really that bad? I can hear you. You're not moving, Shannon. Okay. Am I moving? Am I good? Messed up? I'm good? Nevada says I'm frozen. Can you hear me at least? Is my video still frozen? Put your phone up to the windshield, maybe. Yeah, maybe I have to move the phone. Audio is good. Thank you, Miss Nevada. Do I have that right? All right, let me put my avatar on here. This is worse. I think it's StreamYard. It's not my phone. It's StreamYard. Well, so when I hope you can hear me. Not your fault. And I refreshed it and did it again, and it gave me the message. I thought, oh, I'm at the loves. You can hear me now. Okay. You know what I did? I shut off on my phone. Maybe that was the problem. Are we okay? Okay. Danny says I'm okay, so okay. All right. So I have these barrels of animal fat. Is what I'm hauling. And they said that excuse me, call it oil, animal oil into like hospitals. That was weird. These are the things we don't know that they're putting in us. But anyways, I got all these steel barrels back there, or whatever they're made out of. Anyways, I had a good day. I hope you guys did too. I was running like the wind once I got out of the ice. Like it was bad. Days like that. Yeah, I was thinking of Wyoming and Minnesota today. Like, why do I do this? Pork fat rules, just saying, Jaywalk says. I can't bring myself to eat pork fat except for on bacon, right? Go Truck Yourself is in the house. Hey, girl. Hi, Go Truck Yourself. For if anybody's driving and just wants to listen to some chit chat for a little bit. I did not intend for that to go that long. I didn't. I don't like 4-hour lives are exhausting. I was exhausted after that. We were having a party. And then it kind of went sideways. Hi, Thomas Wilson. Good evening. He says, good evening, Shannon. Just saying hello. Thanks, Thomas. I appreciate you for coming and saying hi. All is well. I'm warm. The truck is running like a champ. Like I have about this thing, that thing, all the truck stuff we've been talking about for we're past it all now, right? I got lots of new stuff on the truck. She's purring like a kitten, and we're back to work, and I'm starting to see revenue in my business account. So, woo! And I got good money on this load, especially because it's like just a day, it's not even a day and a half trip, right? That was Minnesota to Byhalia, Mississippi. So Byhalia, Mississippi is by Nashville. So I confirmed Snort. That's a good area. Check the trip before I confirm that. But anyways, I want to thank Snorlor for being an awesome support to me. Like, I made a 911 call to him today. Nothing was wrong. I just had a really important question and I need to make a quick decision. And so he's very cool to call me back, and we had a discussion. And he is a very, very cool person. Old School New School says nobody got injured, therefore it didn't go sideways. Yes. Yeah, but it was kind of like we got off track a little bit. Jerome came in, and Jerome was so patient about waiting. And then Bill came in. I was so excited that Bill came in and that Jerome came in. And they both ended up sitting there patiently, just hanging out on screen on the panel. So, Bill, I thank you for your patient, and you were very understanding. So I appreciate you for that. And so was Jerome. And so I think I'm going to be a little bit more structured about bringing 1 or 2 people in at a time, certain people. I don't mind throwing up the link and having anybody that wants to come in. Like, that was not a problem. We just got off into topics that were not intended. So for that, I love you guys, and I apologize for that. Thomas Wilson says, hang in there, Shannon. Take care and be careful. I'm going to sleep. Okay, good night, Thomas Wilson. Thank you for coming in to say that. You're like so cool for doing that. And sweet dreams. Let me say that to you. Nomadic Brit says, checked weather for Johnstown, New York when I'm there, and oh my God, it's going to be so cold. Yeah. So stay warm, Nomadic Brit. Go Truck Yourself says, take pointers from James. He does 30 live. Yeah, but that's not what I try to do. Like, you know that. Like, I don't want to. This gets exhausting. I don't know what makes you exhausted, but when you do a live for like too long, it's just too much. I know we have some fun conversation and stuff like that, and that's why I like doing it. But I don't know. I just want to keep it fun. Hi, Oser. Oser's in the house, everybody. My channel, I want to keep it happy and light and fun and lovely and all of that stuff. So I want to talk about stuff and just kind of be silly sometimes, not get too serious. but I do, I appreciate the old school truckers that I'm in contact with, and I am thankful that they did come on and shared some stories. Like you know, there's room for that. We just kind of we started talking about my parts and stuff like that. And I was trying to celebrate my anniversary, my first anniversary of my truck, and I kind of didn't want to talk about repairs anymore and all of that stuff. We ended up talking about some stuff that was like, yeah, I'm not suing anybody. I don't want to sue anybody. I don't want to go after anybody. I don't want to go back and hash it all. Like, I just want to go get my money. I want to be set and get my wings back and be able to fly, you know? Social Dilemma's in the house. I'm not a trucker, but have a trucking question. Well, come on with it, Social Dilemma. You are welcome to wear pants in the chat, and you are welcome to ask questions. Actually, all of these great people in the chat are very experienced truckers, so you are in a good spot to ask a question, sir. So feel welcome here and ask away. Everybody in this chat's very, very helpful. Miss Nevada says, hey, sir, come on, what it said. You did a 7-hour live one day. I listened to the whole replay and made part of the live. Oh, Bill, you're just so great. So I did do a 7-hour live. And that one was kind of like, I was just like, whatever happens. I know, obviously I was on a 34, but whatever happens, I was ready to just hang out because I didn't have nothing else going on. And so people came in. I remember that because people came in and out all day and all of that. But yeah, I did that. My goal is to stay 1 or 2 hours, you know, just long enough for us to chit chat a little bit and maybe get your mind off something or whatever, and get some positive conversation going for your day. Truckers Anonymous is in the house and says, good evening, all. Social Dilemma says, okay, would it help to have winter tires on the steer tires? Guys, what do you say about that? I've never done anything like that. Steer tires are kind of expensive, so the ones that we have are is just what I have all year, right? I got you, Nomadic Brit. Okay. So JF Trucker's in the house. Welcome, JF Trucker. Just kind of winding down after almost 600 miles today. Oh, like I was saying, I think when I was breaking up, I was surprised that I got that many miles in today because I was so slowed down this morning in the ice in Minnesota. If anybody's going to Minnesota, it's icy. Barry Harbison's in the house. Turn on the heater outside, madam. It's cold. Yeah, so I got the bunk heater on. Believe me, I am like, you don't know how much you love and appreciate your bunk heater. It's like a shower. Like, you take for granted the shower until you have to go some days without one, right? You're like, oh, praise the Lord for showers. And so I feel the same way about my bunk heater right now. I learned a lot through that process of getting my bunk heater fixed. And I had mentioned that when we had the celebration. I'm going to do a video on how to take care of your bunk heater because I think it's knowledge that nobody really knows. And because I just went through it and I learned a lot about it, I'm gonna do like an actual video. I go live a lot, right? But I need to make a content video like that. So I'm gonna do it on the bunk heater because I learned a lot of things that I need to do to take better care of my bunk heater that I had no idea about. And probably a lot of you might not know. Old School says, Barry, Mother Nature needs to take her Midol. Well, you know, this is just part of the seasons. This is how the Lord takes care of the earth, and he has a reason for snow and ice and all of this frozenness. And then there's the thaw, right? So I'm from Michigan, so we have 4 seasons. So I learned to appreciate it. Yeah, it's a tough time of the year that you go through, but I think it makes you appreciate the other seasons more, you know? That's my opinion. Um, Come on, what it says. I can ask the question the best at Social Dilemma. Don't listen to the rest of these guys. They're always joking about lot lizards and jaw jacking. That's a fact. But let's get to his question. What about the steer tires? What do you guys feel about that? I personally did not know there was like winter tires for the steer tires. If that's something that I just don't know about, then I don't know, because I use the same steer tires all winter. So maybe some of you guys have been trucking longer, might have an opinion on that. Barry Harbinson says, sure does, old school. She is bipolar. Who's bipolar? Who's bipolar? I'm not bipolar. JF Trucker says 70s here in Florida. Ooh, JF Trucker, you are in the warm spot. Yeah, so now that I'm down south, the road was dry. I was just hammered down, wide open forever. Like, it was great. It helped me recover from the near-death experiences I had this morning. Old school says she needs the prescription strength stuff. Oh, you're talking about Mother Nature. So Barry says Mother Nature's bipolar. Yeah, I mean, I can see where you say that. But she's got to let it out, right? She's got to let, like any good woman. Eventually she's going to let something out. And once a year, it's not too bad. You know, it is a season though. It's a cycle. Come on, when it says there's no requirements to run snow tires on a truck. We use tire chains or auto socks. There are laws in some states requiring chains. I have never seen tire chains on a steer tire. Jeff Trucker says, I wonder what happened to the fabulous trucker. I don't know. I remember seeing that person like a long time ago, but yeah, I can say I haven't seen him around either. Social Dilemma says, I know chains don't go on steer tires, hence the no power to the steers, making chains useless. I guess my question is dumb. Yeah, but I feel like I'm just like, I feel like I've heard of somebody saying that, like putting some different tires on the steers. It was a while ago. But yeah, so typically we leave the same tires on there all year long and we just run them. And then when those wear out, we replace them with the same tires. I hope that helps. Come on, when it says it's not dumb, you just aren't well informed about truck tires. Yeah, no question is a dumb question in here. And sometimes if they are, they're funny, right? Jaywalk says most steer tires are all season tires. Yes. Come on, what it says, some guys run trailer tires on their drives. Yeah, maybe that's what I was thinking about, Bill. And then rotate. I'm sorry, I'm being a bad host. Then rotate to the trailer and just don't drive in bad weather. Okay. Social Dilemma says, don't know why this question intrigues me so much. I mean, it's a good question. Why not? If you don't know, it's, I never thought to ask that question, just because I just assumed like the tires just stay on there all year. Nomadic Brit says, at Social Dilemma, questions aren't dumb. You're just looking for answers. Yeah, it's not dumb. We're okay with that. Jaywalk says, I saw last year a truck with fronts chained up in Wyoming. I took a picture. Oh, yeah, I've never seen anything like that. Come on, what it says, there are lug type tires, all position tires, trailer tires, all kinds of tires, and people use them differently depending on applications of seeking more miles per gallon. Thank you for that factoid, Bill. Oh, Leo, my love, you are in the house. Leo's a very, very, very wonderful close friend of mine from home. And so he's joined us today. So, Leo, I'm just having like a wind down, just chat. Like it's not a big deal, just hanging out. Come on, what it says. There's open shoulder tires, closed shoulder tires. Some have more plies and can carry more weight. All kinds of weird configurations. I'm doing good, Leo. I'm just talking about my day. I ran a bunch of miles today, went through some ice road trucking, and now I'm almost to Mississippi from Minnesota. That's basically what I was going over. I had technical difficulties at the beginning, so you didn't miss that much. So anyways, yeah. So I was also talking about I'm going to do a video on how to take care of your bunk heater so that it stays in optimal condition. And again, guys, let me know if things get wonky, okay? I didn't show this one. So anyways, thanks for coming to my party when I was doing my extravaganza live the other day, the one that went 4 hours. I'm not going to be mad at you if you don't watch all 4 hours of it, but the first 2 hours are pretty fun. So I was celebrating. I've had my truck for a year now, and my business, I've done well and survived this long. So that's what we were celebrating. Barry Harbison says, Minnesota to Mississippi, you were chewing up the asphalt for sure. Yeah, especially Barry, considering that the first 2 hours I was ice road trucking. Like I had to go slow, right? And so, and this is a very expedited load. I got paid extra on it. Like they called me because this broker knows like I can run a clock efficiently and jam and get it there. And but man, I was coming out of some bad weather starting out. Like it was so bad. I'm like, I should not even be on the road right now. And the load was due tomorrow morning, right? I just left Minnesota this morning and the load's due tomorrow morning. So Robin is in the house. He says, I made it blankety blank. Robin, I am going to wash your mouth out soap. You're not that late. I had technical difficulties at the beginning, so you didn't miss much. I tried to talk about stuff, but I don't think anybody heard it because I got a really crappy internet signal tonight. But yeah, so I looked at my mileage today and I got 592 miles in, even though like I got slowed down. So that's pretty cool. I'm not mad at myself for that. Come on, what it says. There are virgin tires and retreads. Retreaded tires are the ones that you see. I'm being so bad right now. Okay. The ones that you see blown out all over the highway. They're cheaper. Yeah, I got retreads on my drives. They're all retreads from Goodyear. And then I've got virgin steer tires on the front. Leo, Robin is I'll make you uncomfortable. That's who that is, Leo. And he's saying hello to you. Social Dilemma says, like I said, not a trucker. But if I win the lotto, I'm buying a K100E. Is that right? How, do you got the magic numbers so you can do that? You don't have to win the lotto. You can go to the bank and see if they'll hook you up, Come on, what it says, the retread technology has improved greatly in the recent years, especially Michelin's. Matter of fact, I think I got Michelin's on the back. I got Goodyear's on the front and I got Michelin. Yeah, you're right. I got Michelin's on the back. So we get great discounts through Dart for those tires because I guess we have a relationship with them and I'm sure we ship for them. I think they're one of our dedicated customers. And so we get the nice deal. I got my steers. Listen to this, you guys. I got my Goodyear steers for $400 a piece, brand new. That's what I'm talking about. Nomadic Brit says, I just want to hurry up and go south, but got another week of this cold. Yeah, I was talking big smack about the snow's okay with me, blah, blah, blah. I'm from Michigan. It's all good. And it is. I'm a very good snow driver and ice driver. I don't like driving in the ice, though. I'd rather drive in snow all day long. It doesn't even faze me. But today, I as soon as I got out of that mess and I got on the clear, dry road, I couldn't have appreciated it more. I'm telling you. I was scared for my life this morning. It was a rough, stressful morning. Robin says roads were crap today on the highways, zero visibility. Yeah. Robin Leo says, what's happening? Get Jay what? A cab over K100. Oh, is that what that is? So he wants to win the lotto and buy a cab over. Am I understanding that right? That's what it sounds like to me. Nomadic Brit says, Robin, try a sentence without the blankety blank. Yeah, Robin, I love you, but you got a potty mouth, my brother. So check this out. Robin goes on Jeffrey Lake Trucker Education Network's live the other night, right? Filth and foul. I was over here just choking. Like, I was like, oh my God, Robin. Oh, it was filth and foul. Like, I just couldn't believe it. Robin, I gotta love you, though. I gotta love you. You're a good dude. Goodyear may have good retreads as well as other manufacturers. I haven't researched. Okay. Robin says, just settling my rundown timer for the day tomorrow, Leo. And the uncomfortable wife, Robin, I don't know your beautiful hot wife's name. So the uncomfortable wife, if you want to share your name with me, I would like to. You guys have such a long screen name to say, right? So I just like to use your name. But I am so glad, girl, that you are in here. I love to see the ladies in here with me. Robin says, I'll try Brit. Retreads ain't it. Mrs. Uncomfortable, sort Robin out. Yeah. Brit's saying, control your husband, Mrs. Uncomfortable. I mean, uncomfortable wife. I'm sorry I said that wrong. Bill, come on, what it says. I look for quality and low rolling resistance in a tire, and I always run virgin tires only. I ain't mad at you for that. Michelin has a trucking tools option on their site that tells you which tires are better for miles per gallon. Oh, that's pretty interesting. Boop. That's pretty interesting, Bill. Thank you for saying that. The uncomfortable wife says, nope, he's family with YouTube all the way. Enjoy him. She's like, here you go. He's Robin's a good dude. I think his heart's big and golden. He just got a potty mouth. Nomadic Brit says, I'm only in the north because the rates have brought me here. Yeah, I mean, that's what's going to happen to me. I'm going right back up. I'm trying to make it home to Michigan for Thanksgiving to see if I can make the dinner with my girls. I'm not sweating it, but I'm going to try. And if it works out, it works out. Social Dilemma says, yep, cab over K100E, candy apple red and chromed out. You go, Social Dilemma. Do you got your CDL? You said you're not a trucker, but what do you have a plan? Are you going to put that thing to work, or are you just going to park it in the yard and look at it? take it to truck shows. Come on, what it says, you can save thousands over the life of a set of tires if you get low rolling resistance ones. And it doesn't have to be the Michelin brand. They've tested tons of tires. Okay. That's good info, Bill. Thanks. You're like the tire encyclopedia tonight. I appreciate you. I'll make you uncomfortable. Robin says all love. I know. And that's easy to see about you. But people have to watch you a couple times to get. Like, what? Who's this guy with the wild hair and the built mouth? That's why in Jeff's live last night, I was like, that's Robin, because you came on and I think you went off or something was horrible or whatever, and said, oh, that's Robin. As soon as I heard your voice, I knew it would be Robin. Barry Harbison says, what the fructose? Haha, we can't be potty mouth. F-bombs are, just be careful. Just not too many. You know what I'm saying? Just not too many. I'll make you uncomfortable, says Sandra. Okay. Well, thank you for coming in, Sandra. You have a pretty name. Sandra and Robin. They are from Canada, by the way. I met them from Wheel Burner's channel. I'll make you uncomfortable, says uncomfortable is fine. Come on, when it says that's a part of the reason I'm getting over 8 miles per gallon in a truck with 1.8 million miles. Yeah, Bill, it sounds like you got your truck really, really tuned in. With Both Feet is in the house. Welcome, With Both Feet. I'm not trying to stand here way long, guys. I just kind of wanted to have a wind down with you if anybody else wanted to wind down, or if anybody's on the road and they just want to listen to some chit chat for a little bit. Looked like YouTube was pretty dead tonight, so I did see a great video with Fate Truckin' getting his goatee work done, right? That was interesting. It looks like he went to the barbershop and got cleaned up. So, but he put in the title like, did my goatee? Did I shave off my goatee or something like that? That was the attention grabber. Thanks for coming in, With Both Feet. Cheap Freight Hauler is in the house. Thanks for coming in, Cheap Freight Hauler. Do low rolling resistance drives work for this time of year? What you say about that, Bill? You probably already know. Yes, all year, he says. There we go. I'm behind on the comments. Robin says, I'm the nicest asshole you'll ever meet. Okay, fair enough. I know. You're obviously a nice person, which is why I just, you can't help but love Robin, but he does have a potty mouth. And I'm not hating you for that, Robin. I'm just like, come on, what it says, I got a stick of butter for you. I don't know what that's in response to, Bill. I don't want to think the wrong thing there. Okay. Organized Chaos at Pound the Trucker or Trucker. Sorry. I don't know how that's supposed to be said. I'm sorry. I probably just murdered that thing. He says, hey, Britt, what state you in? Social Dilemma says, I was going to get the CDL, but I'm in Canada. And okay, so Social Dilemma is from Canada also. We have some Canadians in the house. And Leo, my sweet friend, is from my hometown, Flint, Michigan. So he's coming to us from Flint. But so Social Dilemma was going to get the CDL, but he's in Canada, and Trudeau killed that dream. Other Canadians would probably understand that better than me, but I don't know what that means. Because I've heard Trudeau's name, but I don't know what's going on up there, right? Sandra is laughing her you-know-what off. Nomadic Brit says, tanker life is hard on drives because our product bounces the rears, so tire tread is weird. Oh, I bet. Do you go through tires extra fast? I would imagine that's what happens. You have to have like an extra tire budget put to the side. Come on, what it says. My head is full of weird information, but I choose to joke around mostly. It's fun. I am exactly the same way, Bill. We have that in common. Social Dilemma says, I don't have the arm ticket to drive. What's an arm ticket? Robin says fudge. Robin, that is a fair compromise with me and you. If you want to say fudge, you can say fudge all the time. Like, I like fudge. Nomadic Brit says, Social Dilemma, if you're Canadian, try Wheel Burner Express from a Canadian point of view. Yeah, that's true. Social Dilemma, if you are not subscribed to Wheel Burner's channel, he is a buck wild, awesome, super cool, old school trucker channel, rock and roll guy. He's a flatbedder and a very, very cool person. And his wife, Dara, I think is still in here. Dara, are you still in here? But anyways, they're very cool people if you're not subscribed to them already. Sandra says, I don't see him unless YouTube is down. Organized Trucker says, where'd he go? Nomadic, what state are you in tonight? I think he said he's in Wisconsin. Right, Britt? You're in Wisconsin? Yeah. Yeah, there we go. He's making the run. Look at that. He's currently in Wisconsin, but going to New York and then back to PA and then Wisconsin again and then Georgia. He's going to do all that before Thanksgiving and get home. Robin says, yeah, I'm down for a wind down. Okay. Yeah. Jaywalk says the squirrel got a haircut. I know you're referring to fake trucking, right? I'll make you uncomfortable says LOL, babe. You must be talking to Sandra. Social Dilemma says Will Burner said a few months ago that he needed the arm ticket to work in Canada. Oh, by arm ticket, you're meaning the jab? Is that what you mean? Barry Harbison, get your comment up here. Cassius King roasted poor Fate pretty hard last night on the goat tea. I didn't catch that. Did they go live last night? And if he did, I probably did start watching it, but I fell asleep. Sometimes if Cash goes on late, like I fall asleep to Cassius King. By the way, Cassius King has an outstanding trucking channel full of comedy, and he has a Trucking with Diabetes channel. So you should check out both of those channels, but Cash is always a great time. Organized Chaos says, okay, I'm just east of Indianapolis. Was gonna say it's not too cold at 32 degrees. It is very cold down here, actually, you guys. I say it's warm because it looks warm, but when you step outside the truck, it's cold, but it is dry as a bone, so there's nothing to worry about there. With both feet says traction is inversely proportionate to rolling resistance. I'm trying to imagine what exactly that means word by word. But I know, I get it. Like, I know what you mean. Nomadic Brit says hi to with both feet. And Robin says, I can't see you, Chaos. With both feet says hi to Brit. Organized Chaos says the blank is so I can use the Organized Chaos. I see. The @ symbol and the pound sign is so I can use the Organized Chaos since about 20 other people have it too. Okay. So it's not really meant to be said. It's just to differentiate. And put that up so people know what the heck I'm talking about. He's talking about in his name, guys. So Nomadic Brit says, Organized, it's going to get so cold in New York, it will freeze your barnacles off. Yeah, it's cold. It's here. Sandra says it's cold here, Britt. I bet. Yeah, I would bet it's probably the coldest up there where you guys are at, Sandra, right? She says he has the shirt to prove it. Organized Chaos says, LOL, it's just start to feel nice about the high 30s, but stay warm and safe. Yeah. It's coming, man. It sure hit Minnesota like 3 days. Like the whole time on my 34, it was snowing out there. And I was okay because I was sitting tight, but remember my bunk heater wasn't working. So I think it was on the last night they had it fixed up. And I had to run it for 3 hours at full speed, like on 93 degrees. So I was in here like cooking. But I had to run it because it was part of the process. Robin says, yeah, Brian and Dar not flatbed. Brian's flatbed, isn't he? Oh, he's not doing. He's not doing flatbed no more? God, now I got to think back. Organized Chaos says, I'm getting flip-flop weather with Indianapolis to Nashville and back midwinter to early winter. Feel between them. Yeah, that's exactly what you're experiencing there. Cheap Freight Hauler says, I've had enough of the cold on the way back to Georgia to thaw out until Thanksgiving. Yeah, I think I'm going to be taking it in doses, right? I'm just going to keep trying to running up and down. Because, I mean, if it continues, we never know what the weather's going to do. But if it continues, I mean, this is November. This is kind of early. I feel like it's kind of early. In Michigan, we really don't get hit hard until like January, right? So we have cold weather, and then we might have a snow here and there, but then it's like when January comes, it's like we know like we're going to get slammed for like 2 months. And it gets bitter cold in January and February. Yeah, don't be fed up with the cold now, guys. Like it's just beginning. Like, you know. Robin says, yeah, Brian and the jab to the arm to cross the border. Oh, okay. I'm sorry I misunderstood what you were saying. I don't ever talk about the jab, so like it's a bunch of crap to me. Oh, someone else is in here. Steve ND86 is in the house. Congrats on your 1-year anniversary. It's even cold in Missouri tonight. Yeah, I just went through Missouri and it was cold there. It was very cold. I got fuel there. And but it was dry, right? So I'm okay with that. But when I got out, because I'm all toasty warm in my truck, and then I get out and I was like, oh my God, it's cold. It was a shocker because I was so warm in my truck. Social Dilemma says, I've got to go. Enjoy listening to you all. The arm ticket is and I don't have any. I am working on the trucker dream still, and it might come true in America. Yeah, just come on over to Michigan. Move on over to Michigan and do your thing. That sucks that they are holding you guys back with that whole deal. Sandra says, me neither, Social. Bill says, you'll want to catch up Cash's replay at 2 minutes and 18 seconds till the end. Okay, I'll do that tonight. Okay, Britt confirms that Brian is van. My mistake. So, but Brian did do flatbed for many, many years. We're talking about wheel burner. He did do flatbed many, many years. Great channel, though. So, Social Dilemma, if you don't know, if you're not subscribed to that channel, I suggest you do. It is a fun channel. Robin says, not going back to flatbedding, was doing it in his younger days. Yeah, I think he said it was because his back, right? His back and stuff. He doesn't want to do it anymore. Jaywalk says, yeah, it was funny talking about Cassius King's video. Okay, I'll have to check it out. I must have fallen asleep. Or I fell asleep. Or I fell asleep before he did it. Something. That's all possible. Because when it comes to this time of the evening, like I'm out. And it's almost 10 o'clock. I know it's late, you guys, so I don't want to keep you too much longer. Sandra says it feels like -10. Yeah, that's the kind of weather, Sandra, that when you go outside, you kind of feel your skin crack a little bit, right? Nomadic Brit says, I want to stay south for the winter, but business is business, so I'll follow the rates. Yeah. Yeah, you'll go to work just like I will. We're going to chase it. So keep in mind, guys, that I heard from a broker, I'm not going to say who, but this is what I heard. Keep this in mind, that this is the last 2 weeks of November and December. Now, this could be right or wrong. Our economy's been, the whole market's been pretty crazy all year. But one broker that works for a very large brokerage told me that this is the end of the year. So it could very well be better chances for us to be getting better rates, because they're at the end of the budgets and they've got to spend them before the end of the year. So you may be able to negotiate some better rates here for the last month and a half. Makes your skin break. Yeah. Jaywalk says, chase the bags of pennies. Yeah, you ain't lying. I feel you there. Robin says no wind chill. Okay. Yep. Sandra says, suck it up. It happens every year. It does. I feel like it's a little early. I can't recall that, like, even being in Minnesota and that weather that just happened, they might be used to it. Maybe I wasn't running Minnesota last year like that. I'm definitely more used to, I think that Michigan and Ohio and Illinois kind of have the same things happening to them at the same time. Sometimes they're a little bit different, but Robin says, sorry, Fudge. I'm in Canada. We don't have pennies. I hear you. Robin's saying fudge, like fudge. Robin, thank you. That's great. I appreciate you in my channel. Thank you so much. With feet is asking everybody to hit the like button. Yeah, for fun. I know I'm not bringing any outstanding content tonight, just myself in my pajamas. It's just me in pajamas, trying to have some style with you. Come on, when it says chocolate fudge smells so good when you make it. Yeah. Hey, have you ever went to one of those fudge shops? Like, where they're making it right there? Like, you can almost smell it through the store away. Oh, that's what makes you come in and buy all the fudge. Sender says he only makes, what was that? He only makes it in the pot. I think you're saying potty, Sandra. Come on, when it says you need a good candy thermometer. Yeah, unfortunately, there's no fudge in my future like that, because I have quit sugar. But man, does it smell good. I may have sugar like twice a month now. And in just a little bit, like when I have a chocolate attack, because women do, we have them usually once a month during a period of time. No pun intended. Yeah, so you want chocolate, right? Especially if you're dieting or you're staying on your nutrition, you don't have chocolate. There's a point when your hormones get all crazy and you're like, oh my God, I have to have some sugar, or I have to have some chocolate. We love chocolate. So I have a stash of the cacao chocolate, which is the healthy chocolate. And for those of you that don't know, this is a fun fact about chocolate. Bill, I'm sure, get your chocolate facts and you're going to start coming out with some chocolate stuff. No, but cacao, like I get the chocolate that's like 85% cacao. Cacao actually doubles the production of your stem cells. Doesn't that blow your mind? Like, not just increases it, not just enhances it, but doubles doubles it. And your stem cells is like the great things that your body uses to heal itself and all of this. Do some research on it. Don't just listen to what I say. But I'm giving you, like, you should look into it. You will be actually amazed. And hey, did you guys notice that we can't get the Ghirardelli chocolate that has the high percentage of cacao? Like, if you guys remember, like in all the pilots, they had that chocolate. It was the expensive $5 bars of chocolate, right? The Ghirardellis. Go into any pilot and see if you can find that chocolate anymore. They took it out. And I always notice when they take healthy stuff out, right? The stuff that's really, really good for us, they're getting rid of it. Just like Subway. Subway got rid of what they get rid of? Was it the rat bread? The spinach? What did they take away? Does anybody remember what Subway just got rid of? And I was like, what are you doing? It might have been the wraps, right? Because I would get the wraps because they were lower in carbs. And I think they got rid of that. I can't remember. It's been so long since I bought food in the truck stop. I moved over to groceries and a refrigerator, right? So I can have Whole Foods all the time. Yeah, it is late, Sandra, and I apologize. I missed you so much, though. I need some company for a little while. I gotta unwind because I've been running like a race car today. Yes, Robin, that's what I was referring to. Thank you. I was trying not to say it, but Chief Ray Holler says the cold typically doesn't bother me, but this time I went from 70 to 80 degrees to snow overnight. Yeah, right? That's the nature of the beast out here. That's what we go for. Look at how many weather conditions we can drive through in like one trip. Like I just went all the way across the country to Nevada, and then I came all the way back from Nevada all the way to New York. Do you know how many weather systems I hit? That was so different. And it, when I reflected on it, I was like, wow. Like all in one trip, which was what, 4 days? Maybe 5 days. I lost New York, maybe 5 days. But I went through everything all the way back from Nevada. Now out there, I had beautiful weather, smooth sailing all the way across the country. But coming back, man, I got beat up in the windstorms. 40 to 80 mile an hour winds started in Iowa. Didn't finish beating the crap out of me until after I was through Illinois going to New York, right? I was going that way, east. And I was already exhausted from driving on that much ice on Wyoming roads, trying to get the heck out of Wyoming. Finally got out of that, took a breath, like tried to relax from that. And then as soon as I got to Iowa, man, the wind was like trying to throw my truck around. And then you're like this the whole time. It gets exhausting because you got to hang on tight and you got to hang on to that truck. Come on, what it says, I eat a lot of chocolate and I'm very sexy, so this makes sense. Yeah, that's those two things go together, I think. Jay, who's texting me? Is someone in this chat texting me like crazy? Oh, it's my mom. My mom is up too late. She's my mom, right? Listen to her. I'm gonna turn this down. I'm so sorry. I got this little chirping going on. Jaywalk says, darn, I'm gonna have to go fix the food crave now. Oh, because I said it. I'm sorry. Cheap Freight Hauler says, plan to stay up there until next week, but I think I've got my truck sold. Oh, so I have to get back home. Oh, like you're selling a semi truck? Do tell. And if you're selling your truck, I mean, you're obviously in another semi truck. I wonder what that situation is. Old school, new school says, I just saw it in a pilot. Well, I have been looking and I have not been able to find any. I asked them about it and they told me they stopped carrying it. So if you see some that's still in a pilot, it's probably still from the back room from a while ago. But if you're into that sort of thing, old school, I suggest that you buy a few bars for yourself. It is nothing but great for your body. I mean, if it doubles the production of your stem cells, like that stuff is gold. Especially keeping your immune system and stuff up, right? Nomadic Brit's rolling his eyes. Come on with it. Robin says, fudge if I eat that shit, I break out like a teenage boy. I wonder why. Huh. Sandra says Robin is sweet enough. Aw. Medic Brit says later, Shannon. Okay, yeah, go to bed, Brit. You got a busy day tomorrow. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate you. Robin says, you steal my lines, babe. And Sandra says, night, Brit, hugs. Barry Harbin says, Mr. Brit, are we still required to use the Queen's English or should we now use the King's jargon? I'm so confused. Sandra says, I will leave. You don't have to leave. Unless you're wanting to leave, I'm going to say goodnight to you. I am so glad you came in. Jaywalk says, it's almost always winter and wind in Wyoming. Yeah, I experienced Wyoming for the first time. So I just got longest load I've taken so far in my little 3-year trucking career. I went across the country and I came back across the country. And boy, did I learn a lot. And I didn't have chains. I learned that I was supposed to have chains on the truck. So I escaped the wrath of the DOT on that one. Everybody's saying, good night, Britt. Come on, what it says. Keep in mind, Mississippi fuel may not be winterized. So if you go north and it gets very cold Bill, I did my anti-gel when I was up in Minnesota. Well, I was in Wisconsin and I knew I was driving into Minnesota. I bought the anti-gel then. And then when I filled up after that, I filled up in Wisconsin and I did my anti-gel. I was thinking ahead on that one. Robin says, Dar's on here. I saw her come in the beginning, but I haven't seen her say anything. So I don't know if she just popped in and said hi and then left. But that she came in right before I started having the technical difficulties. So I hope we're still good. I've just been talking and reading. So yeah, so my anti-gel's in the truck. Cheap Freight Hauler says, yes, selling my current truck. I ordered a new truck last December and it's finally here. Ooh, congratulations. That is super awesome. What did you get? Now I'm dying to know what you got. Barry says, you must reply to your mama. You ain't too big to get a whooping. Yeah, I know, but she knows it's late. Like, I'm usually sleeping by now. Like, she's being bad right now. She's texting me things she wants me to read first thing in the morning, right? So we're just gonna let her think I'm sleeping, right? Robin says, for some spy. Oh, stop it, Robin. Sandra says, Subway got rid of Jared. Well, I think that was maybe a good thing. Poor Jared. Poor God. I don't even know what. I remember that whole story. That was a fiasco. Sometimes you think the way our media lies, it's like, so did they really just do some crap to these people and just tear them completely apart because they wanted to, or there was some other thing? Like, of course, I'm a person that thinks like, maybe Elvis is still alive. Come on, what it says. Sweet Cheap Freight Hauler. Sandra says, take some take some down and enjoy. Nevada says cross country run, you dig it. Yeah, Nevada, I'll tell you what, if I wouldn't have hit that weather, and this is the biggest lesson I learned, that next time I do want to do it again. I do. That was amazing. I was feeling like a real, open road trucker. Like, it was great. But what did I learn? Never go over there like everybody told me. Don't you know you don't go to Nevada after October 1st? Now I know. Now I know why, right? I'm like, oh, what are you talking about? It's beautiful. What are you saying? I must be getting lucky and not hitting the weather. Boy, on the way back, did I get it. You want to talk about bipolar Mother Nature, you guys? Shh. But yeah, it was great. I loved seeing Nevada. I got lots of great pictures and stuff. It was neat. And Sterling was kind of like my vacation guide on that. Come on, what it says. I don't worry about anti-gel until it gets to single digits. Oh no, I put mine in when I'm seeing 19, 20 degrees. I'm putting mine in. Nevada says save your money and you're good with treated fuel unless it's negative degrees. Okay. Well, I'm trying to be preventative. I feel like at least I won't get caught without it, right? I know it's in there. But yeah, it was $25 for the thing, and it treated both my tanks. So that's what I did. Chief Breho says, got a T680 next gen. Man, is that a beautiful truck or what? Man, that's a sexy truck. God dang it. Like, when I came to DART last year, I was like, I want that truck. I want that truck. I saw on YouTube. They did, Kenworth did the premiere. I was showing my kids. I was so in love with that truck. So I was like, I'm gonna get a Kenworth. So I got to DART. They didn't have any new ones. I wasn't approved for a brand new truck, right? They said after you work here for a while and whatever, you establish everything with them, then you're more eligible to get a brand new truck. So I looked at the older model T680s that they had there. They have tons. Like, they have tons of Kenworth T680s. I didn't like those. That new one, that's a beauty, man. They really did some amazing designing on that truck. Don't get me started. I'll keep talking about trucks. But yeah, sexy truck. High five on that. I hope it's got a Cummins engine in it and not a PACCAR. Come on, what it says. Yes, I agree with Nevada. Okay, guys. No, that's why I appreciate you. You try to steer me in the right direction when I'm going a little off and stuff. Appreciate you guys so much. Jaywalk says, you are lucky there. They will whack your pee-pee if no chains in the whole western states. Come play more. Just run 90, 94, and 90. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know until DIY said something. When I was ranting about the weather, when I was showing you guys how awful it was, right, on that video, and DIY said something to the effect like, it's a $500 ticket if you don't have chains. And my rookie butt, I'm like, oh, well, I'll keep that in mind if I'm in here in the wintertime and I'm going to need to have my chains on me. I wasn't even catching the fact that you're supposed to have the chains when you go there all the time. That's another thing I learned. So I didn't really catch what DIY was laying down until later. Like my light bulb went off later on. And I was like, oh, because I'm looking around and I see all these trucks have chains, all of them have chains dangling on them. And then it was like, oh, I'm supposed to have chains, like he said, like that's what he was talking about. And Nevada, you probably told me too, like something about the chains. So I learned so much on that trip. Sandra says your mom is everything. My mom is my mom. You guys, I swear, one of these days, just for giggles like I'm going to bring my mom on, you guys will freaking get a kick out of my mom. She is a clown. My mom is a clown. Like, she's always joking. She's always making, my mom's a joker, man. My mom makes cakes. If my mom met all of you guys, she would make everybody cupcakes. Like, she loves to bake for people. She's very sweet and very beautiful, and she's always checking on me out here. Makes me feel like I'm 12 still. I'm 49, but I appreciate her. Like, she's great. Robin says, me and the wife met Dodie's doppelganger today. No fudging. Is that right? Did you happen to? I would have took a picture of her. But like, Dodie, look at this person we saw. Maybe it was Dodie. Where were you? You're probably in Canada, right? Nevada says, if it's negative, restrict some of your radiator airflow with cardboard. I wondered why people do that. And let me put this on here. If it's negative, restrict some of your radiator airflow with cardboard and zip ties. Keep an eye on temp when climbing, and tear fuel when sitting in negative degree temps. Other than that, you're good. So yeah, I've seen the hood trucks with the, right, they covered the thing, and I was like, why do they do that? The truck needs the air, right? Like, what does it do? Nevada says, you need to hit SoCal in the winter. Just keep the 10 is all gravy. I'm not going back out there to see you guys until spring. Then I'll make another long run. Typically, I run 500 to 600 to 700 mile trips, and I do that so I can get paid. Go like many times as I can in a week. I like to flip fast, so that's typically what I do. So that was a record for me. That was the longest trip I've ran by myself. Now, when I was teaming with my significant other at the time, that he was my significant other, we come out of CDL school together, and then we started teaming, and we were running Michigan to Texas. So we did that. That's where I learned. That's where I started loving driving at night, right? Because we were way out there, like in the middle of New Mexico, in the middle of nowhere. Like, I'm driving at night. Like, to me, it was fantastic. So, but other than that, when I was teaming solo, I have never done a run that long, and it was awesome because I got to do it all the way out there I went Indiana to Nevada, and then Nevada to New York, back to New York. Sandra says, Mom. Oh, she's talking to Robin. Oh, treat. Okay, hold on. Let me back up. Boop. If it's negative, restrict some of your radiator airflow with the cardboard and zip ties, but keep an eye on the temp when climbing, and treat fuel when sitting in negative degree temps. Other than that, you're good. Yeah, so the other reason I decided to do my anti-gel is because the last time I was in Minnesota, previous to this time, was last winter. I mean, in the wintertime, right? And it was, I think the wind chill was like -9. It was a freezing cold night. And so I didn't know what to expect because, it's Minnesota. How cold was it going to get? Right off the bat. I didn't know. But I figured it'd be better to be safe than sorry and make sure I got the anti-gel in there. Come on, what it says. I'm going to shake a bucket of corn at my family members this Thanksgiving. Oh no, Bill. But we're the only ones who will get the joke, right? You better stop. No, you don't want to do that. You'll be the only one laughing, and they'll be like looking at you like, what's that about, Bill? And you'll be like, nothing, it's a trucker thing, you wouldn't understand. Oh, Robin says, no, that lady today. She says, oh, that's awesome, Shannon. That was a Dodie. You should tell Dodie that she's a doppelganger out there. I've had people tell me, a lot of people think I look like Helen Hunt when they see me. In high school, I looked more like Cyndi Lauper. That's who people used to compare me to. But yeah, now it's like more Helen Hunt. Well, Helen Hunt, I love her. She's like one of my favorite actresses. Jaywalk says Colorado chains law is September start time. So I could have been busted, you guys. Also 1 month earliest than the rest of us. I could have been busted. I didn't even know it. I'm out there like a rookie, not even having a clue. I didn't have a clue. All I knew was that I did not want to get caught on those chain areas in the weather. Right? I was trying to run all the way back out of Nevada as fast as I could because I was going to pick up a load from Sacramento, which is over Donner Pass. I've never been over Donner Pass, but I knew from watching RVT's old videos that, you know, him and Carrie would have to change the hurricane. Sorry. You know, when they would change and they were talking about Donner Pass. So when I looked over there at I could have got a cool load, but I would have had to go over Donner Pass. And I was like, I already knew, like, I don't have chains and there's a big winter storm going on up there. Cause it was all red on the map. So I got lucky with the load I did get out of there. I really did. Oster says Nevada Trucking and Trails is my chain dealer. Oh, yeah? Sandra says, I'm going somewhere soon when get a job that pays. So are you looking for a new job, Sandra? It's none of my business. You don't have to answer that, but I'm just curious by what you said. Robin says, no, it was talking to... Oh, just like, okay. Maybe you should have said, hey, ma'am, excuse me, but will you take a picture with us? We got to show our friend. Barry Harbison says, sure, bring mom on. We will snitch you out for being on live stream and ignoring her. That's okay. She knows me. Like, Gary Bates is in the house. Welcome, Gary. Not trying to stay on too much longer here, guys. But I do want to get through comments and just see what's going on. I just needed some company tonight. Like, I ran hard today. When you, I mean, you know this, right? But this is what happens to me. When I go through a section of the day that's hard weather, I think it's maybe the stress, but I feel exhausted. But then I got 400 miles to go, right? Nevada says Oster got the hookup. Robin says, thank you, Barry. Nevada says it helps to keep your temps high to optimal running temps. So if you're running cold, it's best to restrict. Not completely, though. Better to do nothing if you're north watching it. Okay. If you're north, not north. If you're not watching it. Okay, gotcha. Cut this one right here. Come on, it says chain laws are only effective certain dates. Check state websites. Yeah, but that was after October 1st, right? So I was well within the chain law probably, eh? That's what I hear. I think I hear. Get a proper winter front to block cold air. Even in my Freightliner, I have a 2019 Freightliner. Like, I don't even know how I would put something up there because of the way that the grill is. Gary Bates, come on, what it says hi. Robin says, can I call you master? No, Robin. Sandra says, I look forward to meeting her. Dodie? Or my mom. Oh, you're talking about my mom. Oh, wait till I get my girl. Now, when I bring my daughters on here, I'm going to let you guys ask them almost anything. Because they have great senses of humor. And so do you guys. And I'm really hoping to just have a fun time where I'm looking for a really fun game we can play, right? So it'll make it more entertaining for you guys. But I'm going to let you guys like hammer questions at my daughters. It can be about me. It can be about whatever, but you're going to keep it clean. You're not going to mess with my kids like that. But just fun stuff, right? Keep it good. But yeah, I thought I'll put them up as a panel and just let you guys hammer questions at them and interview them and see what their answers are. I think that would be funny. And you can, like, you can ask funny questions, right? You can mess with them. I'll let you mess with them. Just don't go off, into an area that's not appropriate. But yeah. My mom's a clown, you guys. Oh my gosh, she's so corny, I swear. Gary Bates has joined the Fuel Ox family. Man, Gary, I'm about to order mine. I'm waiting till the Black Friday sale though, because you can get it 40% off. That's how I bought it last year. Man, did I love the way my truck ran when I was using that, and the anti-gel was great. My fuel mileage was a tiny bit better, and I was using less DEF. I think you're going to notice that. Like, you're going to use less DEF fuel. I love it. Like, I can't wait to get a new stock. I should have brought more, but dang, I spent $600 and got like all I could. But I got a couple different products because I was just trying it because DIY recommended it. But the friction eliminator and the fuel catalyst, which is the anti-gel and all that, my truck was loving it. I mean, she was happy. So I'm gonna keep on using it. I could notice the difference in just the way my motor ran. I think you're gonna enjoy it, Gary. Jaywalk says Twin City area to Seattle area, 1,700 miles, 3 days round trip on your 70. Oh, to Seattle, Washington. Yeah, I have not been to Washington yet. That's on the list. Maybe when it's warm out. I ain't trying, like I'm not going out. I'm not going west of I-35. I mean, yeah, I probably will a little bit. I'll go to Texas. Probably. I love coming down here to Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama. But other than that, I'm going to stay up north. And then when springtime rolls around and we're in the safe zone for all the weather, then I'll play around with going out west again and adding a couple more states to my list. Nevada says, I'm looking forward to Thanksgiving dinner. Tell me y'all making it home for Thanksgiving. I probably won't, but I'm going to try. And like I told the kids, I said, okay, look, I'm not sweating it, but if there's a load going, I'll go. But I said, don't hold your breath. If I show up, I'm there. If I don't, then I couldn't make it. Cold charge. Thank you, Gary. That's what I was trying to think of. Yeah, their products are, I had a great experience with them. I haven't used them on a longevity basis like DIY. Like DIY is actually testing them on his truck, so I think he's running like a longer test on it, but he's been happy with it so far. And I ran it one winter season, and I was pleased with it as well. I'm going to continue to use it. But I'm going to buy it on sale. I'm always going to buy it on sale. And when you buy it on sale, you go to the website, and I don't know if they're going to do this every year, but last year they had a Black Friday sale and it was 40% off, and I loaded up. I bought enough to hold me through the whole winter season. But I bought some other things that I don't, like the Infinity Lube. I got a tube of that. I've never really used it. I bought the lubricant spray. I'm at the end of that. But I don't really use that, but I wanted to try it out. It is nice. Sandra says, we had COVID for, I shouldn't have said that, for Canada Thanksgiving. I'm sorry to hear that, man. That's nasty, nasty stuff. My family's had a battle with it too, but not me. I don't get sick. I haven't been sick in years, which is cool. But I live a healthy lifestyle, and I take care of my immune system with very nutritious things so that it doesn't give my body a chance to get sick. Far it's worked. What it says, me and my sister are going over shopping next week. No, you're not. You're not going to buy a cab over, Bill. Robin says, Fat Bastard's love was Helen Hunt. Oh, yeah? Yeah, she's my girl. I love her. Barry says, you're more of a rebel than a rookie. Got away with that one. You know what, Barry? You're right. I'm an adventure geek. Like, I'm a geek in a lot of ways, but I love adventure. Like, I love living life to the fullest. So if there's something, look, I started being a truck driver. Like, this is a completely different industry for me. I like to try everything, I only live once. I love challenges too, right? I love to be challenged. I think that's what I really love about this. It's very, very challenging. Bill says, I have the fastest production sedan in the world if anyone wants to race. Yeah, Bill's got one of them Hellcats. See that little emblem right there? That's what I heard. Sterling said that. So I hope that's accurate, Bill. I don't know what you really drive, but that's probably it, right? Steve says, hey, Nevada. Hope you guys are doing well. Steve ND86. Jaywalk says, Freightliner does not recommend a front cover bra. See your owner's manual. That's what I was thinking. Because, I've definitely seen it on hood trucks, but not these. Oh, here, Oster's always got the wisdom on the stuff. Oster says most chain laws are in effect September 1st to May 1st. Okay. Yeah, I went at the beginning of October. Or, yeah, right around the minute. It was just a few weeks ago. So, yeah, I could have got busted. Nevada says, doing great. On the 40% of crumbs the brokers are leaving. Yeah, it's tough, Nevada. I'm with you there. This was a sweet deal, and it's not even like a great rate. I'm comparing it to like what I've been getting. So don't get excited, y'all. I didn't find the money pot, but because I'm being desensitized, right? Okay, we're at least trying to get this much, whatever. I always try to get what it cost, what I need, but they're staying so low, right? So this is actually, I think this worked out to $250 a mile, which right now I feel is a good one. Stuart Warby's in the house. Hey, Stuart. Thanks for coming in. Speaking of moms, Stuart has a fantastic mom. I love her so much. And I cannot wait till you have your mom on your videos again, Stuart. She is delightful. Me and Britt were just talking about that the other day. Like we hope you do another video with your mom, Stuart. She's so much fun. And you are fun. You are just fun with her. Like it's just it's happy. It's happy video times. I'm in love with Stuart's mom. Like she's great. Um Sandra says, yeah, for sure. She hasn't been paid in 3 years. Nevada says, I'll ask your kids about them burnt CDs, rotary phones, and AOL. Oh man, you'll stump them with that. They'll know what the CDs are, but the other thing, no. They're gonna be like, what? Steve ND says, yeah, you've got mail. Yeah, they won't have a clue. So I have 3 daughters, for those of you that don't know. They are 27, 24, and 21. And 2 of them got married this year. My oldest was married first, a few years now. The other 2 just got married, both of them. I gave both of my daughters away this year. And now they're all married off. Thank God. So they're so much fun though. And they all look different, but they all look like me. You want to see something there? It's crazy. They're all beautiful though. And they're something else. I think you guys have a good time getting to hang out with them a little bit. Just to see my spawns, what I've contributed to the world. They're a lot of fun. Nevada says, you need to visit the Pacific Northwest and get home for Thanksgiving. Don't spend the holidays on the road. Not worth the money. Probably the best advice I can give you. Yeah, it's not to get the money. Like if I'm out here, it's not to get the money. It's just that I can't find a load home, right? I can't get home. Right? So it's like I can't make the promise, right? I can't tell them I'm going to be there and then I end up not being able to make it for whatever reason, right? So I try not to commit to them, but I do commit to trying, right? And if I make it home a couple days after Thanksgiving, that's fine with them too. I'm not a big holiday person, but I am a big family time person. So they're aware that if I miss the event, because they like holidays and they do those together, if I miss the event and let's say I come home late, or if I have to come home a few days early, however it works out, like whenever I come home, we eat together. We play family games together after we eat together. And then the next day or 2 days, however long I'm home, like I hang out with them, and because I have they have babies, right? So I see all my babies, and that's how my home time goes. So it doesn't matter what day it is. Like it's when I get home, we treat it like a holiday. It's we eat something great. Everybody eats, like everybody's there. We do that every time I come home. So it doesn't matter if it's a holiday or not. Nevada says, you'll never get that time back, and I'd rather deadhead home than spend it on the road for the holiday, even if you deadhead half the way and grab something on the way to find that load. Yeah. Like I'm sure it'll work out. We don't care about holidays like that. It's pretty commercial. I don't like the commerciality of it. I don't like that. This is going to be controversial. I don't like that it's a holiday that's celebrated I was raised in school to believe that it was a celebration of when so and so came to this country and woohoo, They were thankful, and they sat down and had a dinner with the natives, only to grow up and learn that that was a complete lie. It was more of like bad stuff. So I don't like to celebrate it like that for that. And most of the holidays are so commercialized, and they're just made to, my opinion. This is my opinion. Please don't hate me for it. But it's just to make money in the marketplace. And I don't dig that. They can have it. So my family has adopted the philosophy that we are going to spend quality time together and get together as much as we can anytime. And so we all get together, we all eat together, we have a good time together. And that's whenever we feel like it. Now the kids like all the foo-foo of the holiday. So I used to be like that. I used to do that until I learned too much. Now it kind of, I can't do it out of principle. Steve ND86 says, Coach said there will be 2 new people on the Swift Roundtable. Hopefully it's not you. I don't know why I ever, like, I don't know nothing about that. Robin says, I asked for a wrench for you. Oh, Sandra, you don't have a wrench? Wrenchy time. Okay, get you, Sandra. I had everybody earlier, but it's all right. Oh, okay. Yep. I see, Sandra. There you go. AP's in the house. Nevada, are you going to bed? Are you home? Are you not driving? Wait, who drives tonight? Oh, you're in bed. Danny's driving, isn't she? Okay. Well, night, Nevada. Hey, AP. Oh my God, I'm sorry. Look at this. Oh my God. You guys, what are you? Okay, so Steve Wildman's in the house. Hey, where you been, Steve? He says, thankful every day I wake up. Sandra says you're very strong. I see y'all. Sorry for the late live, but I missed you. Every single one of you. I missed you so much. Commercial holiday. Yes, Steve, that's what I'm talking about. A lot of people don't even want to argue about that and whatever. I'm not into that. I've learned too much. Like I said, I like to just say it like that. I've learned too much. I don't sign up for always what everybody does. You know? Barry says, we will inquire if the daughters know applicable chain laws for Class 8 vehicles. You're going to see my girls glaze over, right? Like, I come home, I start talking about some truck stuff that I think is cool, and the kids are like, it's like, do you guys have that at home? Like, you can't talk to the family members like we talk to each other because they're clueless. They're absolutely clueless. And you can't explain it to make them understand because they don't care. So, it causes a communication breakdown. Bill says, park the truck and fly home if you want. Nevada said, yeah, but also the owner manual also tells you to change your oil every 60,000 miles. Keep you in the shop, they say. So, yeah, I've been told 50,000. Dart reminds me to get a PM every 50,000 miles. I like to get them a little sooner than that. What do you guys think about that? Oh, Nevada was joking about that, he says. Robin says, I'm out. Well, thanks for coming in, Robin and Sandra. Hit the like button, he says. Steve says, strip club. I don't know. What do you mean? What are you talking about, Steve? What'd I miss? Oh, Nevada said, woohoo, yo, live life to the fullest. Let's hit the strip club. That's not my idea of living. I've done that already. Like, not that I didn't strip. I've been to the strip club. I worked as a waitress at a strip club with all my clothes on. Don't get any crazy ideas. I'm giving you guys some secret stuff about Shannon right now. Don't tell anybody. Back when I was like 18, 19, 20, I was a waitress, and I was a waitress at 2 of them, actually. But I wasn't one of the models. Like, I didn't do that. And I'm never wanted to do that. It's not me. Like, I like keeping my clothes on. Bill says the engineers at Freightliner may not know everything, so take stuff with a grain of salt, in my opinion. Yeah. Jaywalk says, agree. Nothing is more important home for the holiday than back out for a month. Yeah, if holidays are that in your family, I agree. That's not necessarily the case with my family. We just, like I said, I learned too much. I don't sign up to do things just because everybody does them. My family, my Steve says, peace out. Steve ND86. Thanks for coming in, Steve. I appreciate you. It's bedtime. It's getting about bedtime. Robin says, I said this 30 minutes ago. I'm out. Love you all night. Yeah, good night, Robin. Sandra says, want old time holidays, money don't matter. Yeah, that's kind of, when mom comes home, that's the holiday. So it don't matter what time of year it is, like, we do that stuff. James Clark is in the house. Used to be every 10,000 miles. Gary Bates says, I do 15 or 20 on the oil, etc. Yeah, I mean, I started out thinking, I'm going to do it every 25,000 miles instead. But then money gets tight. It is done at 45 at the latest, right? Mine is. But if I can take it in at 30, I will. Just depends on the funds. Sandra says, I hate driving, but love all that drive. That's what I'm talking about. I don't hate driving, though. I love driving. I love driving so much. I wish we didn't have a clock. Barry says, nothing wrong with a woman being an erotic dancer. I didn't say there was nothing wrong with it, Barry. It's honest work, just not for everyone. Yeah. I mean, it wasn't what I aspired to do. they're very nice girls. I was a waitress there. Like, I worked with them, and they were all very nice. I don't want to judge nobody. They all had different reasons for what they did, and some of them loved it, and some of them couldn't even handle it, and they had to drink a few to even do it because it was killing them inside. Come on, what it says. And now on the main stage, give a round of applause for Shannon Starr. Oh, God. And what's funny is I had a bunch of friends who were strippers, right? And so people assume that I was because I hung out with them, but I never was. I couldn't do it. I have very, 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 very high morals. Like, and I'm not saying I'm not hating on the girls. I'm not. I'm just saying, like, my spirit won't let me do that. Like, I was raised not to do that. So Steve Wadman says clothes are overrated unless it's freezing outside. Yeah, I kind of agree with that. AP says follow your convictions. Yes. Jaywalk says 20 to 30,000 oil changes with all filters. Yeah, that's where I like to be at, Jaywalk. Like, if I didn't have like 4 months of repair issues and stuff like that, if the money's there, like, that's where I like to be at. Sometimes like this last time I had to stretch it, but I did get it done. Like, I just got that done. I just got my PM and my oil change done, so I'm ready for winter. Jaywalk says, and all samples are clean with 700 plus on her. Oh, fantastic. Oh, this is the truck you're selling? I almost forgot. Okay. James Clark says, holidays? What is that? My friends say I can come over anytime to celebrate. Yeah, that's how we run the family. We just got rid of the commercial, like, slavery of it all, right? One last words, but every day is different for me and everyone is different. Okay, Robin. Thank you, Robin. Good night, Robin. Ozer says 20K oil changes and oil samples every time. Ozer says that. Yeah. Sandra says holidays are what I want, but kids hate me. Oh, I doubt that, Sandra. Well, guys, I don't know what time it is where you're at, but it's 11:15 here. And I've got to get up about 7 o'clock and get ready to rock. So I know y'all are probably tired too. For those of you that are driving, God bless you and be safe tonight. Want you back here in one piece. Thank you all for hanging out with me while I wind down. And I think I'm wound down now. Snorlord Snorlord just came in. He says, I'm here now. You may begin. I was just saying good night. I was kissing everybody good night. So, because it's late, it's 11:15. And us morning people don't stay up this late. I'm usually like fall asleep to somebody's late live. And so, AP, good night. James Clark says, see ya. Jaywalk says, good night. I love you guys. Thank you for coming in. You're the best. Probably do a morning thing this weekend with some coffee. I love to have coffee with you. So 11:47 here. Yeah, so I must be. Are you in Eastern, Steve? Because I think I'm in Central still. And so it's 10:48 p.m. here, which is late. So be safe, all of you. And if you are actually going to bed right now, I hope you have sweet dreams and you wake up with a big fat smile on your face in the morning. And be safe tomorrow. Have a great evening, and thanks for coming in, guys. And if you want to be sweet, hit that like on the way out. See you soon.